Welcome back to the Viking Central podcast. We have another edition of SKOL Reactions. Jordan Addison last week, Jaren Hall this week, quarterback out of BYU. Got Bubba up here next to me, Travis down below. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Good.
Doing wonderful.
And why is that? Because you get to spend a little evening with me?
Of course.
Makes it just a little better.
Yeah, I hear you. I have that effect on people. I know. So, talking about Jaren Hall, Travis, Bubba, we'll start with Travis maybe. Did you know anything about Jaren Hall, like pre-draft, any of his college days or anything like that?
No. But I knew he played for BYU, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, kind of the same. I mean, I've said this before, but like BYU always played like the night games at like 9:30 on like ESPN. So like, but right before bed, I'd turn on a college football game, and it was always BYU and like Utah or California or Washington, all those Pacific Coast teams. So I actually watched quite a bit because that's what I flipped on before bed. So and he kind of caught my eye just because he's a good quarterback. Bubba, how about you?
No, I didn't know anything about him, actually, until we drafted him and I was talking to you about him.
Awesome. Well, then you guys are kind of coming in blindly to these highlights. So I'm going to kind of show you what his game's about. Before we hop in, I want to tell you about our guys at Rock'em Socks. Thanks again for tuning into today's video. We have a special company that we have been working with, and we want to let you guys know. We have been working with Rock'em Socks. Here's my Viking socks right here. Got my Justin Jefferson Gritty socks. Amazing quality and a fantastic product. You do not want to miss out on these guys. They know what they're doing at Rock'em Socks. You can go to my link, rockemsocks.com/Vikings-Central, and they will get you hooked up. They also do boxer briefs. Obviously, you see my Vikings ones here. They pretty much have every NFL team, every NBA team, pop culture, and more. Just an amazing company that are ready to work for you. Again, Rock'em Socks. This is what their site looks like. This is the Minnesota Vikings Gritty socks. Obviously, Justin Jefferson. rockemsocks.com/Vikings-Central, and they will get you hooked up. Bubba, you want to see my boxers right now? I'm wearing them.
Absolutely. Are they comfy?
Yeah, they make me feel like I'm walking around the house with bubbles in my pants.
Good. You got my pair?
Yeah, right here.
What about my pair?
Do they have fat guys?
Yeah, this is 4X.
That'll fit on one leg.
Perfect for little wieners. All right, let's get into some Jaren Hall highlights here before we start talking about anything else. All right, so it's about a 2.5 minute clip. I'm going to show you another clip kind of afterwards. Yeah, you guys can create your own opinion after you watch this. Wide open. Obviously, they're destroying South Florida there. He's got a really beautiful deep ball. Double pass. So do you think the Vikings would ever try to do a double pass like that with Kirk Cousins?
No.
No.
Why not?
They might do a triple pass. There's no way they're gonna let him run up and down the field like that.
Hey, he is like Lamar Jackson, number 8, purple jersey. Lamar Jackson.
Except slow.
Yeah, he has his plow stuck in the ground.
Yeah. A lot slower. Not near the moves that Lamar Jackson has.
I bet he's faster than us 3.
Yeah. I'm not gonna deny that.
He might be.
I don't know. You get him somewhere where we can have a race, and we'll find out.
All right, I will. His back shoulder passes. There was one right there. This one right here. he knows how to place those footballs. It's really impressive. This was my favorite pass right there. Just the touch, kind of throw the ball at the pylon.
I just like his pocket presence.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, the guy's
he's
25
not
years old, but
he's not afraid to step up even with the pressure, a little bit of pressure coming in.
exactly. He's got toughness. He ain't afraid to take a hit either. I'm going to give you guys a trivia right here. So they're playing Wyoming. What NFL quarterback played college football at Wyoming?
Josh Allen.
Good job, Travis. I'll bring you a cookie tomorrow.
Sweet.
Crumble cookie?
You owe me one.
I know, I owe you 2 boxes. Yeah, that deep ball's pretty. You can spin it.
Spin it, any nice placement. It doesn't underlead them. Just perfect.
Exactly. Hits him right in stride. Tight spiral. This is a 4th down, 4th and 8, and that's just right in the bucket, baby.
Like he's got a lot of trust in his wide receivers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he can place the ball, but he knows that when he does place the ball, they're going to catch it.
He's definitely got chemistry. Yeah,
He does.
That probably just shows how much trust and the relationship building he has with his teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great amount of chemistry. We're talking pocket presence here. Progressions.
This one was good. He's
Gives
not
his
afraid
wide
to look
receiver
at
shape.
other wide receivers.
Yeah,
Doesn't key
exactly.
on one.
Yep.
Gets everywhere involved.
Where you can kind of tell they key on. I mean, Justin Jefferson's probably the best wide receiver, but they try to force feed him at times, and it turns into interceptions and incompletions. So, yeah. Right in stride, like you were saying, Travis. Another one. Woo! There he took a hit. Just throws a dime.
And he's accurate on the run even too. Not just in the pocket, take a step, 3-step drop, 5-step drop forward and pass. He can pass on the run.
And you need that in the NFL because there's not a lot of times where it's going to be a clean pocket. Like you're going to be getting hit over half the times probably. Another bucket drop.
Perfect, Joe.
So Travis, you like his deep ball. You like his touch on his deep passes. Bubba, you really like that pocket presence, his escapability, going through his progressions. Do you think that'll translate to the NFL?
Yes and no. The biggest thing that worries me with him is he does know he's that dual threat, and at times that gets quarterbacks in trouble in the NFL.
Yeah.
But with his pocket presence and I know it didn't show it in them highlights, but some of the other highlights that I did watch, that in the red zone, he gets that ball and he can get it out quick. He's very, very quick to his wide receivers, trusting his wide receivers on getting to the pylon, just get the ball there. They'll do the work, and that is something that we do a lot with Justin Jefferson. We did a lot with Adam Thielen, and it's stuff that we're going to use later on, so I can see that. But I just hope his legs don't get him into trouble.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Like you said, Kevin O'Connell's offense, especially in the red zone, like in the 20-yard line and, the red zone. He's really looking at quick passes, getting the ball out of hand so they don't, force turnovers or sacks or anything like that. So they're really trusting their quarterback to make the right decision. And yeah, if he can do that, which he can, that'll be a really good translation to the NFL. But yeah, your legs can get you into trouble. I mean, if you use them at the right time, they're a great tool to have. But you see like Lamar Jackson, RG3, Trey Lance last year, going to lead to some injuries. I think Russell Wilson does a really good job using his legs. Like he knows he can run, but he does it more to run, get out of the pocket, and still make the pass more than just running, taking off, and taking a big hit. So yeah, that's a good point. Travis, what do you think?
Or he's smart with his legs. He's smart.
Yeah.
I mean, like Russell Wilson, if he has to get down, he gets down. He doesn't take that big shot that the younger quarterbacks have been taking.
For sure. No, agreed. Travis, what do you think?
I feel like he would be a good NFL fit. With him in college, they kind of had a pro-style offense already, where he was already adapted to that. But I do agree with Bubba with his pocket presence, looking off the safeties more for that deep ball. He's able to get it down there where he wants it, needs it.
For sure.
And then he could also have a little spark, just like Brock Purdy did.
Yeah.
Give the team a little bit.
For sure.
But I do feel like he's not going to be a starter right away. He's going to be more sit there for a couple of years, learn from Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, but it does help that he came from a pro-style offense. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Kellen Mond at all.
Yeah,
remember him when we drafted him? He got pretty much.
Yeah.
He was there for a year with Mike Zimmer, then Kevin O'Connell, and then they cut him before the year, his second year. But he didn't really come from a pro-style system, and he was like in the pistol or shotgun a lot. So he was like never under center. So he was like fumbling snaps in the offseason and the preseason, and it was just not a good start from the get-go where Jaren Hall's got that experience already. And he's a more polished passer too than Kellen Mond, which helps a lot. But one more video I want to get in here is just kind of showing his leadership, kind of person he is, character, because Kevin O'Connell and our GM, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, they're really, really big on character guys. So I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory on this video. So BYU has never beat a top 10 opponent at home ever. Baylor's the number 9 team in the nation. They're up 6. You see it's double overtime. BYU's kicker missed 2 game-winning kicks, one in regulation, one in the first overtime. Jaren Hall led them both down the field to get into field goal position for the win. He missed both. So we'll just see what happens here. So BYU does end up winning. Jaren Hall shows there for a second, but he's consoling the kicker. Kicker's like super emotional because he almost blew it first team. They've never beat a top 10 team ever at home. So that just shows his character more than anything. You know, some guys that'd be like, screw that. You know, they're going to stay away from the kicker. You know, kicker is not even a freaking football player. I mean, he just kicks it through the uprights. So to have that, you know, character and leadership, I think, is going to help him down the line. Just, you know, being a leader, getting to trust the teammates. We talked about it earlier. You know, if you're a leader and you want to build chemistry with your teammates, that's a good start.
Yeah. Oh, especially in the position that he's in.
Yeah,
if you can't build chemistry with, I mean, not even just your wide receivers, but your offensive linemen, you know, that family bond of you got my back, I got your back all the time, no matter what, you know, good, bad, otherwise, we're always there. You start playing for each other, not just in the NFL, they play for a paycheck, you know, you start playing for each other, you get that bond.
For sure.
If you can't build a bond like that, then why are you even playing?
Yeah,
for sure. It's family. I mean, you're going to. I mean, we go to work every day. You know, we build relationships with our employees, but these guys are literally, you know, with their team from probably like 6 a.m. to like 8 o'clock at night most days, and you know they're continuously working, especially like the position groups. So if you're a quarterback, you're going to be working a lot with wide receivers, a lot with quarterbacks. I mean, it's got to be tight knit. Yeah, for sure. One last thing before we go, I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this just for a minute. So we signed a tight end to be like our backup tight end this year, and he's getting number 84. Should number 84 be retired? Randy Moss?
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Unless he would go to Randy Moss and actually talk to Randy Moss, and Randy Moss, lets it out. It's no different than Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets.
Right.
Because they had, who was their quarterback? Joe Namath. He had number 12. Well, Aaron Rodgers is going to go wear number 8.
Yeah.
What he wore in college. Just out of respect, you shouldn't even come in especially as a backup, and want to wear a number like that.
Yeah.
Number shouldn't even be an option for anyone to wear.
It should be retired, yeah. I mean,
Yep.
It should just be a matter of time, but who really knows, I guess.
They just take their lovely time, I guess, to decide.
Yeah, it's kind of like Kevin Garnett, too. Like, they haven't retired, like, him yet either. Like, they haven't even put him in, like, the Ring of Honor or whatever you want to call it. And he's, like, the definition of the Timberwolves. Like, no one else has been near Kevin Garnett for the Timberwolves.
He wanted to buy them, but never did.
Didn't he get all mad after that, though?
That's
all. I think it was when they didn't let him.
Yeah, he hates the owner.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I know they were talking about it. I don't remember where I heard it, but yeah, they just said that he doesn't even associate himself with the Timberwolves pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
which is sad.
Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lore are going to buy them fully by the end of this year, so hopefully they do something with them, because Glenn Taylor won't be a part of it anymore.
Back.
But yeah, honestly. But good episode, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That was some Jaren Hall highlights. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see everyone in the next one.